everybody, this is Chris Irving from Kratom Kingdom, coming at you from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm just trying to pull the scab off the side of my face. Anyway, today we're going to talk about, is Kratom a drug or not? There's really no definitive answer to this question because it's philosophically you have to say, what is a drug? And if it is a drug, is it a benign drug? Like coffee and kratom are the same thing. They come in the same family. Coffee is mind altering. It changes your physiology and it affects your brain. Kratom is the same. It does the exact same thing. It affects your brain and changes your brain chemicals, and it changes your physiology. So coffee is a drug, then kratom is a drug. Kratom is a drug too. I promised my mom I wouldn't say kratom anymore because she said it sounded very pretentious and not very friendly. So whatever. So I'm gonna call it kratom. And just tired. But this new kratom that I got from Indonesia from my local farmer, I'm realizing it is 10 times stronger than any kratom I've gotten from in America, because it's so fresh, and one day it's on the tree, the next day it's flying from Indonesia to America in a vacuum sealed package, and I can't tell you how strong it is. I mean, I can only drink one cup of it without starting to feel really, really funny, like really good, euphoric, and energy-wise. So yeah, the Indonesian kratom is really, really strong. So if you do happen to buy kratom from me, which is going to happen in a little while, I got to get a vacuum sealer, and I got to get some other things under my control before I can actually start selling kratom. And it's going to be not going to be market, and when I do it, it's going to be through PayPal. And you can't mention kratom at all anywhere on PayPal, or they will cancel my PayPal account. So, because PayPal thinks that it's an illicit substance because it's illegal in some states. It's illegal in 2 states that I know of, Alabama and Wisconsin. See, I'm drinking coffee too because I can't have too much kratom anymore. I mean, it really messed me up. So is kratom a drug? It's a drug yes. It's a drug as much as coffee is a drug, or cigarettes are drugs. It's not anything to be feared or anything it's not like a illicit drug. It's not a drug that just causes you to get high, but it does and can give you a sense of euphoria. So yeah, kratom is a drug, but it's not really. It's more of a philosophical question than it is a technical question. And I'm not a philosopher. I'm more of a scientist. So as a scientist, I try not to ask such silly questions I don't want the answer to. So I'm not going to ask that question anymore. But yes, it is a drug. Sure. Coffee's a drug too. And I drink a hell of a lot of coffee too. But and the Indonesian kratom is like nothing I've ever had before. It's whew. Oh, and I tried the leaf. Remember I showed you those leaves in the last episode? And I took one of those leaves and I crumbled it up because they got really dry in my refrigerator. And I crumpled it up and I ate it. And I left the bone, just got rid of the bone from it. And the bone, remember, is that middle vein that causes the strain, that red. And I chewed on it, my mouth went numb and tingly for a second, and then all of a sudden I was like, whoa, it was like just drinking 3 or 4 cups of kratom. It was really powerful, and I kind of like it. I'm going to try to get him to, instead of sending me so much powder, I want him to send me just leaves. And because it's awesome when you have a nice fresh leaf and you chew on it just for a second, because it goes right to your brain, I think, and it's all that, and it's really condensed. So all those alkaloids in the fresh leaf is really powerful and causes a big effect.